Hey there guys, it's Arva here, bringing you the 35th episode of my F1 2012 career. Today we're at India for the race, and if you haven't checked out the qualifying video, please go do in the top left. I'll put an annotation up. I uploaded it earlier today, and as usual the YouTube sub box has been a bit crap, but please go check it out if you haven't. And it was very good qualifying, and it has put us on pole. And the race strategy, well, it's gonna rain towards the end of the race. We're gonna start on option tyres, quite weird as we qualified on wets. So we're gonna go on wet option tyres. We're gonna go all the way to lap 8 because I suspect the rain is gonna just be a factor at the very end of the race, because it does look very dry right now on looking at the sky and stuff. So here I am on pole, and there we are. There's Michael Schumacher, and then here is my rival Sebastian Vettel down in 8th place. Really good that he's there because I need to beat him in this race to hopefully earn a contract. And so Hamilton is on my right. He is the championship leader, and he can win the championship this weekend if he scores. I think I'm going to guess probably like 4 points or something like that. I don't think it'll be quite a big sum. I don't think he even needs to get on the podium to win the championship. So we'll see. Right now he's in 2nd, so he will be winning the championship this weekend if he stays there. So starting the race, it was quite a good get off the line. A bit of curves needed, and we're starting, and we're going to pull away from them. Use a bit of curves here. The McLarens do have some straight line speed, but I use quite a lot of curves at the beginning. Get a nice lead already. And I need to say, if you're new to me, new to my channel, please go check out my previous content by clicking my channel name above or below the video. And go check out my previous uploaded videos. Obviously, as you can tell by the title, this is episode 35, sorry. So I've already uploaded 34 career episodes of my first career debut season in F1 2012, and I will be continuing to do that for season 2 and maybe a season 3. And also I'll be bringing in the next month a few new series, not big ones, just some small ones to keep it fresh and to keep it just a bit new, because sometimes getting nothing but career mode in your face is a bit boring. So right now, Button is hustling and harrying us. So already Hamilton, as I'm talking, Hamilton's lost out majorly. Button's 2nd, Alonso is 3rd now. So Hamilton's already down to 4th maybe, and maybe even lower. So I don't know what's happened to Hamilton there, but he's still going to win this weekend if he stays there. But if he keeps on dropping places like that, he's definitely not going to win this weekend. But I'm looking to get my 4th win overall of the career today, and my 2nd win with Merc, as I switched halfway through from Toro Rosso to Merc, as Merc wanted a driver that could get them into the 4th constructor slot, which I'm doing for them. So I'm changing to Mix 2 now, and this is where, again, another highlight comes in. I'm sorry if you don't like highlights, but really, there was a part of this race where it got a tiny bit Vettel-esque, that snooze fest sort of feeling. So right about now, towards the end of the straight, I'm going to cut it to another part of the race, which is right about the time where everyone was thinking about pitting maybe. So coming through, here's lap 8 now. This is where I was said to pit. Alonso's already pit on like lap 6, and I make a conscious decision. I'm not going to pit right now. My theory is, it's starting to rain, as you can see. There are a few droplets of rain there. My theory is that it's going to start raining maybe properly like lap 11, lap 10 maybe, if it's going to be a bit harsh on me. So maybe, I'm thinking, if I take these options out now, as you can see on the right, it says pit stop, but look at those tyres. Very orange, very bleak orange and like brown-ish. So it's getting very my tyres are very worn by this stage. They've gone through 9 laps of torture, but I'm thinking right now I've got a 31-second gap to Alonso, so if I do make a mistake I've got some leeway. But also, by staying on the options and just not having to pit stop for primes and going straight to maybe intermediates or wets or whatever it will be at the end of the race, I can effectively just one stop it, and they would have 2 stopped, and it's going to get me out ahead even more than 31 seconds. So that's my theory right now. I'm going through on lap 9. It's all looking really nice right now, playing into my hands. It's been a very dominating first stint here of the 9 laps. Really, that's why I cut it out. You didn't really miss much. But as you can see there, fuel was on optimum, so I didn't want to go to the tyres. I want to go to fuel to change it. There we go. And now we're going to change it to Mix 2 now. Should give ourselves some relaxation. Don't have to go too fast. We got a 31-second lead to Alonso. That's not purely because of my pace. Obviously they all pit stopped and I didn't, so probably the realistic gap's probably only about let's see, like maybe 12 seconds at least, maybe. So I'm not gonna pit yet. Going on to lap 10, it's still not wet enough. So, and here again, I'm gonna cut to lap 11. Now this is where it got really interesting. Sorry for this chopping and changing, but this is where it got really wet. I have to change the intermediates, definitely. Look how wet it is. Going wide here, and I'm really struggling. I'm having to really not accelerate that much now. I'm losing quite a lot of time here on this lap, so this is the point where I need to pit. Look at those tyres, really yellow. And I've told my crew to put on intermediates, because it definitely looks like just intermediates, definitely not full wets yet. And still got 4 laps to go after that pit stop. No, 3 laps to go, sorry. After that pit, no, 4. Yeah, 4. Sorry. I'm saying sorry too much as well. We've got 4 laps to go after that pit stop. So Alonso's still second, Bottas third. I don't know where Hamilton's gone, and I'm pretty sure Vettel's down in the low points, like maybe 8, or maybe might have gained 1 or 2 places. But we're looking really good. Lap 11 now. I'm going to definitely pit in. It's just getting so wet now out here. So I'm going to streak into the pits. Quite an awkward pit lane, going wide a tiny bit, and then cutting the corner a bit here, but it doesn't really matter. They allowed you to do that. Nearly slid it out the corner there on the runoff area. And coming in for our first pit stop of the race, our first one. Everyone's had to pit stop at least once already, and they will be doing for a second time, maybe. So I peeled out the pits. Now you could see some people were passing me. Basically, I felt it was okay to pit now for intermediates, but the AI were going to pit on this lap 12. So the cars that just passed me will be pitting this lap for intermediates, and the people behind me, I don't know if they're going to pit right now, but effectively I might have just pit a lap early than everyone else, but I think that's fine because I really think it's intermediate weather right now. So just looking at the mini-map on the right-hand side to see if any of the cars are going to the pits. And there you go, the orange and blue, that was Vettel and Schumacher. None of them have pit yet, so they're still on their prime tyres. So that means I am in a prime position right now. I'm on the right tyre, I think. I think it's definitely not primes or option conditions. You never know, it might have been my worn option tyres, but I feel comfortable on these intermediates, more so than probably the AI. And look at this, those guys passed me in the pits. I'm already catching up to them. They're going massively slow. I'm definitely made the right choice. I've gone early, and that has proven off for me. And really, for the first time in this career mode, I have made a right strategy. Get in there. So here, as you can see, they're really struggling. They're going really, really slowly. And oh, Pick, going, what are you doing, Pick? What the hell? Pick, idiot. I'm just going to replay that. Nothing to see there. Pick, the idiot. What are you doing? Coming across and he kind of just squeezed me out to the left. Yes, this is what you should be doing. You should be getting out of the way. Getting out of the way of my race. Move, Glock. Thank you. Going out, having to go off onto the runoff area. So even though it's been quite a dominating race, I did have to make one replay because of that stupid Pick. And past go line then. They're very rude, they are. That's another thing. Just there you saw, none of them really got out of the way completely. They really need to make an improvement on that next year. Maybe they need to get fully out of the way. Maybe even go off onto the runoff area themselves. So, accelerating through, mix 3 now, lap 13 here, and I'm in a very good position. Alonso's 27 seconds behind me, but he has to pit stop as well. So by the time he's out with pit stops, he's going to be like a good 40 or even 50 seconds behind me, which is just amazing to have. Going wide here a bit. Ooh, on the gravel. Just going to continue. And we're going to curse it now. It's getting pretty wet now, so going to have to watch it, even on these intermediates. Braking now down to this next corner. Bit gingerly. It's getting very wet here, especially in this third sector. I can see the rain is really in puddles on the track. Pardon me. So, coming through the sector, having to feather the throttle is getting very, very wet. I could even pit for wets, maybe. It is getting very, very wet. Quite strange in India, because you wouldn't expect India to be so damp. Actually, well, saying that, they do have the monsoon, so maybe this is the monsoon weather greeting us. Oh god, it's getting very wet here. It is like a lake there. I think I'm going to have to pit for wets, maybe. I think it may be wet weather tyre territory right here. It is getting very, very hard to control the car. There you go, I just banged into the rev limiter because my rear tyres were spinning. And oh god, spawn, having to hold it. And I've held the spin. Yeah, it's definitely wet weather conditions. What's everyone else on? Yes, everyone else is on wet tyres apart from me, Button and Alonso. That's so stupid. Button and Alonso have effectively just ruined their race. They're second and third, but they are still near the rest of the pack. And so they're going to have to pit again, just like me, for wet weather tyres. Everyone else has already pit for wet weather. That's a good thing why I've got this 27-second cushion. It means I can pit for wet weather tyres like this and still be out in front. There we go, going to pit for wet weather tyres, and as I came into the pits I kind of went off a bit into the gravel, but it shouldn't matter too much. And there we go, we're still out in first, and we're on the second last lap of the race, on wet tyres now. Quite a weird race situation that's gone from fully dry to all the way to wet. Quite extreme weather change here, quite nice to see. I need to say guys, I need to ask you guys, this sort of thing when I'm cutting the highlights when it gets a bit boring. Let me know if you have a problem with it. If you want to see the rest of the full race, I'm happy to do the rest of the race. But the thing is, I'll probably end up not commentating on the boring bits and probably just putting some background music onto it. Because really, I assure you, you're not missing anything when I cut the race. To some highlights, but let me know, because maybe if we do get a Red Bull drive, we might have more of these style of races. Knock on wood, maybe. Hopefully, if there's some dominating weekends. Hope it's not all dominating, because obviously I want to make it an exciting series. I'll be bumping up the difficulty to legendary, so there shouldn't be too much dominance. Should be much like the beginning of the season, quite good scraps and stuff, as the legendary AI are so much faster than professional. But let me know, guys, if you if some of you mind this sort of cutting and chopping. I'm happy to put some background music and just let you guys watch the rest of the race. But it really is sort of Vettel-esque kind of snooze fest. So coming through to the last lap here, this last corner of the second last lap, and it's been a very good race. And Schumacher is second now due to Button and Alonso pitting like me. So that's amazing. That is going to be a 1-2 for Mercedes here. Vettel there is in 6th, as you can see. So it's going to be a great 1-2 for Mercedes. That's going to be some really great points. And Webber is in 3rd. So maybe Webber might even overtake Vettel in the championship. I'm not too sure. But when I was choosing my rival, I remember Webber wasn't even an option. And it appears Webber's doing even better than Vettel right now, which is quite surprising. So if I do get a Red Bull drive, I might end up having Webber as a teammate, not Vettel, which would be quite surprising and a bit disappointing, because I would like Vettel as a teammate to maybe push me hard and try and he's a good yardstick to measure against, I guess. But Webber's also really good, and he's shown in the second half of the season in my career mode that he's worthy. So coming through this tricky section now, on the last lap of the race. It's been a very long, quite dreary race at the beginning. Got a bit intense and exciting with this sort of kind of wet weather emerging. Going a bit wide there, just trying to nurse the car home really. Ooh, bit shaky there. Bit of rear wheel spin. Going through now, having to just counteract any sort of spin I might get. Schumacher's 39 seconds behind us, and we're going to finish this race. This amazing, dominating race. And there you have it, guys, our 4th overall win in our career mode. We've won at India. Brilliant job, and really a great dominating race again. Pole in the win. Great job there, I feel. And it was quite exciting towards the end with the wet weather. And there you have it, a 1-2 for Mercedes there. That's great. My rival is 6th, Sebastian Vettel. And where's Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton hasn't made it into the points. Oh, Lewis Hamilton is 13th. Wow, so that means he doesn't take the title this weekend. It will go on to the next weekend, which will be Abu Dhabi. So the title will be decided next weekend in Abu Dhabi. And if not this weekend, then it will probably be next weekend. Or if not that, then USA. But I really don't think there's any way we're going to catch Lewis Hamilton, even if we continue this win streak. But a great win there, another dominating one. And here we go, the Drivers' Championship, only 36 points away from Lewis Hamilton. We would have to have Lewis not scoring twice, probably, if we were going to catch him. And Mark Webber there has overtaken Sebastian Vettel by 1 point there. So quite disappointing for Vettel. He hasn't really shown up, you know, for my rivalry, and hasn't proved the exciting battle I thought it would have been. But it's still been a really good few races, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this race, and it was not like an amazing one, but it has been very important in terms of the championship, much like the Korean one in real life. Here we go, we're 4th in Constructors, and we're only, 22 points off Ferrari. We might be able to catch them, maybe, if I continue winning, but knock on wood, that hopefully might continue, but you never know. Abu Dhabi is one of my favourite circuits, so we'll see. So now, I'm going to cut to a very important, exciting part. Here you go, guys. So as you can see, there's no more Vettel. There's not a third column on the right. It's disappeared. And here you go, contract offer from Red Bull. They want to offer me a contract. They think I will achieve their goals for next season, and they would like me on board as their number one. As their number one. So I will enter Red Bull as their number one driver. I will be able to decide what sort of R&D path we take, and I will have priority over everything. And my personnel person, Sabine, is telling me it's a great move, and I'll have until Sao Paulo to accept. But I will accept it straight away, guys. This is what we wanted. A contract offer from a top team, Red Bull. This is going to be a fantastic Season 2. Obviously, we've still got 3 races to end this exciting first debut season, but we're going to go ahead and accept that. We're going to be number one. We're going to determine our R&D path. I'm going to make it nice and aggressive for next year, I think. So there we go, guys. We've accepted the Red Bull contract, and I got an email saying that we're going to make the meeting happen. So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed that last bit where I accepted the contract, and I'll see you next time tomorrow for another double upload of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, another one on tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. I've been Arava, and enjoy the rest of your day, and perhaps give the video a like for another double upload.